Sometimes you gotta look at these fuckers, laugh at these fools. Just gotta laugh at
I had they told, no skipping they balls, so watch how I laugh more. I rap for the trenches, you cannot step in, you wanna last get all. Don't mess with the white, that is your vice, he's gonna pass the soul. The pressure and hate, these do that be fake, watch how I laugh more. I hear how they told, no skipping they balls, so watch how I laugh more. I rap for the trenches, you cannot step in, you wanna last get all. Don't mess with the white, that is your vice, he's gonna pass the soul. The pressure and hate, these do that be fake, watch how I laugh more. Black is my movement, it's never gonna stop. Driving and moving my way to the top. I hit recruiting the builders of blocks. Fusion and hood and the cream of the crop. Following the birds and the part of the flock. Most of them capping, they lying and pop. Watching these fools till they move with the ops. Sent to my work at the trophy, the cops. Dreaming of something gon' get you a sentence. Reading and running, best watch what you stepping. Talking about nothing won't get you no mention. He do that be frontin', I pay no attention. Gotta keep watching they spine with tension. Why they get real when you start to address them? They not the starters, they not even veteran. Walk with the boss, I don't deal with the henchmen. I look in their face and I laugh. Cause they be talking, I put in no work. Can't keep the peace with the dash. When that pressure come, watch them reverse. I'm in the streets and they mad. They on computers and dealing with hurt. I'm the king of my past. Cause what don't kill you make you the worst. I had they told, no skimming they balls, so watch how I laugh more. I rap for the trenches, you cannot step in, you wanna last it all. Don't mess with the white, that is your vice, please gonna pass the soul. The pressure and hate, these do that be fake, watch how I laugh more. I hear how they told, no skimming they balls, so watch how I laugh more. I rap for the trenches, you cannot step in, you wanna last it all. Don't mess with the white, that is your vice, please gonna pass the soul. The pressure and hate, these do that be fake, watch how I laugh more. They just be talking, not making no sounds. That's why I laugh when it comes to these clowns. Cause they not scratching that part of my crown. If you not building, who keeping you round? How you not safe in any part of your town? But you got cappers and keepers around. But they won't rescue you. If it go left for you, then you be stuck with your face in the ground. That's why I laugh and I never get triggered. Riddles be sad like crime in your river. Focus on black, my plans are just bigger. These are just facts, signed and delivered. They are just mad, they not in the picture. What are you building with nobody switching? Talk with a ball, but loud as a whisper. I speak for the streets and these are my scriptures. I look in their face and I laugh. Cause they be talking, I put in no work. Can't keep the peace with the dash. When that pressure come, watch them reverse. I'm in the streets and they mad. They on computers and dealing with hurt. I'm the king of my past. Cause what don't kill you make you the worst. I had they told, no skimming they balls, so watch how I laugh more. I rap for the trenches, you cannot step in, you wanna last it all. Don't mess with the white, that is your vice, he's gonna pass the soul. The pressure and hate, these do that be fake, watch how I laugh more. I hear how they told, no skimming they balls, so watch how I laugh more. I rap for the trenches, you cannot step in, you wanna last it all. Don't mess with the white, that is your vice, please gonna pass the soul. The pressure and hate, these do that be fake, watch how I laugh more.
Black mask, I don't need one. They tried to push me back cause I don't need them. When them shots start to fire, you gon' need one. Malcolm in the chamber, but he needs some. Black mask, I don't need one. They tried to push me back cause I don't need them. When them shots start to fire, you gon' need one. Malcolm in the chamber, but he needs some. I look you straight in your face and call out your nonsense. I give you out of your face and call at the palm print. Black is my race and the only thing I'm acknowledging. Survived so many days as a slave, so now I'm not following none of your rules or your talking points or your politics. Once was a fool for your coin, but now we counterfeit. Survival of the fittest, it's a black power apocalypse. Black man, no cape in his hand, I'm always popping shit. Black mask, I don't need one. They tried to push me back cause I don't need them. When them shots start to fire, you gon' need one. Malcolm in the chamber, but he needs some. Black mask, I don't need one. They tried to push me back cause I don't need them. When them shots start to fire, you gon' need one. Malcolm in the chamber, but he needs some.
Yes, sir. What's goody? What's good, black family? Black mask, I don't need one. They tried to push me back cause I don't need them. When them shots start to fire, you gon' need one. Malcolm in the chamber by the means, son. I don't need a mask, baby. Oh man, that Black Power motivation, baby. Black mask, I don't need one. They tried to push me back because I don't need them. Yo, when I say it's up, y'all, it's up, 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 up. Black power, black power, black power. What it look like, what it do. I know I have not been in the YouTube streets. I ain't been on none of the social media streets. I've been busy, 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 busy. And it's been nothing but progress, progress, progress. Try to get in some of the combos, but it's just I can't get into the messiness. You know what I'm saying? Like debating or arguing about whatever with whomever about nothing. It's like, yeah, well, it's fun when it needs to be. But we've been using this platform to recruit super dope Black people, and what we've been able to do with what we've been able to acquire is nothing less than phenomenal. You know, a testimony to the people who have been involved, who are helping to make this happen. And I'm just excited, you know what I mean? Like to level up. And when I say level up, I have to resubmit my Georgia. I put my wrong date. I put the wrong date. But we are in 12 states. You want to be technical 11, then I'll resubmit my Georgia stuff, and then we'll be in 12. But yes, I'm mad excited about that. Got all of our official docs back. National, fully national. When I say Black Power vibes, like you know, when we doing all for the community and leveling up the community, it's one thing to just talk about it, and it's another thing to actually be about it. You know, and I'm hyped to be in the club of those who are doing it and are connected with people that want to be doing it. You know what I mean? So shout out to everybody involved, everybody connecting. Shout out to the haters. Please, man, share. I know you're not gonna share it because the haters are just like, damn, Q, you got more views. They get more views than me. They rich, you know what I'm saying? Or beyond measure. A lot of these YouTubers and social media people and so-called Black leaders and whatever you want to call it. So I just been focused on doing me. I ain't just gonna be in the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like straight like that. Just doing me and pushing forward, baby. You know what I'm saying? Because where I currently am at right now, in terms of progressing the movement, and I could talk some real ish right now, but I ain't there yet. So once I get all my approvals, right, and everything is locked in, it's certified. Oh my goodness, you understand the level of Black power that is, y'all. Now I know everybody want to do the up, it's wars and FBA and Pan African and whatever stuff, and I have no clue what's going on. I have no interest in none of that stuff. Honestly, I do it just for fun and to get the convo. But this video is specifically about the level up and what we're doing to build our community up. All right. Let me help Chosen. There's not a lot of people around, so let me just block you. I don't even have it. They just get blocked. You know what I'm saying? Like, go somewhere and fall off. Do what you got to do. Ain't got nothing to do with me. I just get rid of y'all. You know what I mean? There we go. Block you. Give you a little 24-hour clip. Wow. Or there's not enough people around. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about pure positivity. And these type of people that just have to be something negative. This is just to those who have been supporting and involved, and those that are really about Black empowerment. Because people talk about it, lie about it, front about it, and we actually are doing it, you know, and can't brag about it enough. Can't bring it up enough. Can't talk about it enough. What we're working on, what we're doing as a community, and each day, the pebbles that are being added to the mountain of Ziax. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. Like this consistent pebbles being added. You know what I mean? Sedimentary stone isn't made overnight. You know what I mean? Like it takes a lot to build up a real solid foundation, you know, and people try to run through that. And I'm not trying to be one of those people. Like, I want to make sure our foundation is solid, put in so much work to be able to be at this space and just get into the next spot. Um, you know what I'm saying? Like that's North Carolina. Boom, that's Indiana. That's Michigan. That's New Jersey. Yeah, that's Nevada. Yep, that's I don't know what state this is. Texas. That's New York, of course. Come on now. That's black power right there. That is black power right there. You went and made another account. It's just 10. It's not even nobody watching right now. Just why don't you click the link here? You know what? Since you clearly want some attention, there's literally nobody around. Let's see if you'll click the link. It's just me on the panel, and you can come voice yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can come voice it, because that's weird, bro. You wouldn't have made another account that quick. That's weird, bro. Like, nah, like, no cat. There's really nobody here. I'm talking about doing programs for black kids, science fair in May, creating programs for black people. Like, what are we? I'm lost. Like, that's crazy. Like, where do you people come from? Like, seriously. I genuinely would like to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, where are you people coming from? Because it's confusing to me. But again, so the next steps, right, I'm focused on right now is we're going to be, now that we've registered in each state as a proper entity, we're going to be working on filing the private schools in each state as virtual or hybrid program, part of our system. And every detail right now is being put on our accreditation process to get accredited. Man, listen, bro. All focus on that, all energy on that. Once we get candidacy status, it's up, really up. Can't tell me nothing energy, for real, from the bottom all the way up. So looking for black people. There is no federal mandated curriculum. Yeah, there's no federal mandated curriculum. The federal government only makes suggestions, and they have agencies that actually do it. They refer to like the standards, not to say commissions, but each subject has like an agency, not a government agency, but a body that focus on creating standards that people can actually lead into. And I'm not all against it. Like some of the health standards for mental health is actually dope. Social studies themes. The social studies theme is kind of difficult for us because we're national. And so we took an AP perspective on that one. Honestly, they don't pressure folks to do stuff. The schools, it's not easy dealing with kids. To give the schools, you know, I give the schools a lot of hard work. Like the curriculum is the curriculum. Now, honestly, what they put on top of the curriculum and them really not having anything more than just 4 subjects to focus on, I will agree with you. It's like, bro, like what else are y'all focused on? Like, you have plenty of time to add in other things. Like, but then they have a shortage of qualified teachers, and then they have a state-approved curriculum. But that doesn't mean that you can't teach outside of that. It just means that you have to cover that. Now the setup of the schools and the bureaucratic nature of how the education system is set up, that to me is what really creates the issue or exacerbates, the overarching issues. The curriculum is like, I don't know. I guess I'm being biased. I'm speaking from myself side. I'm trying to be nice to schools, but because I know teachers try. It's just the nature of the system itself is designed a certain way, and the bureaucratic aspects of it create these areas of or rather where the shortages in performance are found. So then I come around and I'm looking at every single possible way I can to do things in a more efficient way, because we don't have the funding, we don't have the resources, and we have to compete. So there's no excuses at the end of the day. Nobody's gonna hear your excuses with the kids. If you got a bag of excuses, then like, why you doing it? So you got to find whatever means to level it up, to position it in a better space. Bro, you literally made a whole nother account and you didn't even hit the panel. That's mad weird. That's mad weird. I ain't got no smoke for nobody. I mean, you can always turn up. I can always turn up, be quick, but it's number positivity right now. That's what it should be focused on, leveling up and finding black people that are dope, dope, dope. The teachers say they got to do what the Board of Ed says. They got to follow what the Board of Ed recommends, yes. The curriculum standards, yeah. Yeah, the trolls are definitely persistent. I'm like, yo, y'all could have had a conversation. I'm lost. Like, I would want to converse with me. I feel like I got something to bring, unless you don't have nothing but at the table but to be a troll, but I don't see why you wouldn't want to connect. And if you got a real issue with, like, my science fairs for black people, I don't get it. I don't be trying to get it, but I give you the opportunity to explain yourself. So maybe after communicating it, there might be some understanding found, or at least lessen the tension, because you feel like, you know what, he did give me the opportunity to speak. But back to the us up part. Black empowerment, full effect, live in your face. Like, from all the frauds that was talking what they was going to talk and doing what they're going to do. Watch this next step. Watch these next steps, y'all. Everybody that's been donating and supporting, there's what you've been supporting, what you've been working with. I know it might seem like, damn, bro, we want to have the millions of dollars. You know what I mean? But what we have, we're using, and we put it to great use. And it's growing, and that's the most important part. It didn't disappear. You have the intelligence, you have the ability to copy and paste. So you couldn't copy. I hit the link. And that's for anybody who wants to have any questions, suggestions, grievances. Click the link. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's mad cool. I ain't trying to argue with nobody. Let's figure out how we can actually build. What could be done to take anything that's being done to the next level. That's all I'm focused on, leveling up. Leveling up, connected with black people who's leveled up and who are consistently about leveling up. That's it. I don't know what's difficult in that. The challenge is to staying consistent. And, just being consistent. All the frauds, all the weirdos, all the so-calleds, allegeds, all them people. But it's like, nope, we're gonna stay consistent. Staying consistent. Leveling up with the potential of having locations. We got the location in North Carolina. Now I'm focused on Texas and Cincinnati, or Ohio rather. Might be Florida. Like the Ed Choice in Florida is no joke. So, like I said, just focusing nonstop on leveling Black people up. If you're one of those Black folks that's trying to level Black people up and trying to be associated to Black people who are actually doing dope things, yeah, that's what I'm about. All the time. All the time. Not once in a while. Not, annually on this date, we show up and wear all our Black power colors. Nah. It got to be consistent. Every day. Okay, if you were FBA, like I said, Pan-African, Black National, Israelite, conservative, if you're about leveling Black people up, let's work. Let's work. On what? I know what I have on the table. Now, if you're trying to help me with what I have on the table, let's get to it. But if not, let's see how we can partner in different ways with what you have on the table, what I have on the table. That's what it's going to take to get Black people to the next level. Connecting, and finding dope Black people that's about leveling Black people up. Keeping the conversation right there. Right there. Every conversation. Every video. I'm with the nonsense sometimes. When it's absolute focus time, it's absolute focus time. It's mama mentality. Let's get to this next stage. What does it look like? Let's figure it out. Let's open some doors. Let's kick some doors down and figure some shit out. But it's not going to happen sitting around having weirdos around, jealous people around, cornballs around. At all. So like I said, we in right now fully registered in 11 states. I got to resubmit my stuff in Georgia because I put my the wrong freaking date that we've originated. So the 11/27, 2017. I think I put 11/1 or something like that. And we're at Georgia, and I gotta do Florida and Ohio. It's the first of the month, bills is up, so very successful March. Very successful March. And that's the plan. Every month got to be successful, nonstop pushing forward. So I have to be consistent with people understanding, like, that's the focus on over here. Looking for dope Black people. It take 1,000 Black folks. We're going to find them. K through 12, that's a fact. This is K through 12. And right now, all focus is on accreditation, which means all focus is on leveling up the program, leveling up everything, every aspect of the program. when we get this candidacy status, I'm telling y'all it's up. All marches towards accreditation. And I plan on doing a separate accreditation with Texas as well. Do a separate one with Texas as well. Yeah, that's boots on neck. Boots on neck. You know what I'm saying? Eligible for contracts in the States. I'm trying to do all of that paperwork. All that paperwork. It's just difficult because the daytime I'll be swarmed. And then during the nighttime, whatever I can file overnight, we file overnight. That's why I ain't been able to go live like that. Anytime I go live, it's a debate. Somebody like cycle lives. I'm like, damn. So I was like, y'all just gonna hit the button tonight. I ain't gonna be doing forever, but definitely wanted to drop some of this dope information to people. That's the people that's been supporting and donating. This is because of y'all. Everything looking glim and depressing in the community. And I wanted to this should be motivating for y'all. Like all the scammers that people didn't come up with shit and do nothing. Yeah, we're steps away on paper. You know what I mean? Like in every aspect on paper. Like, nah, this shit is official. This shit is right. And it ain't no BS. Yeah, they got areas where they need to fix up. Yeah, of course. I'm not going to sit there and say there's not stuff I need to fix. Tons of stuff to get better. But that's the process. The process is getting better. We watch the school system with accredited schools fail year and year and year and year after. So you telling me that these schools that are failing are accredited and I can't get accredited? That you sound crazy. We got data, we got work, we got material, and once we pass the standards for accreditation, oh man, and I can do my partnerships with the colleges. It's gonna be a lot easier to do. Getting teachers to come aboard. Oh man, partnerships is partnerships, y'all. That's where we at. So when y'all hear Pan-Africans talking all of this nonsense, like, yo, son, where your doors at? Where your stuff at? What you working on? I don't want to talk to no more of these doctors and stuff. Unless you got something that's being doctored up. Straight like that. Because I ain't seen enough. And that's why I ain't been on my Super Leo stuff. Because I'm like, you know what? Let me not even violate till I'm at like level 20. Community watching. Like, nah, they on a whole nother level, bro. Have patience or become patient. Become a patient, your motto. I understand that. Definitely got to be patient out here. And consistent. Patient and consistent. And don't forget discipline. You must be disciplined. That discipline be the hardest part for most of us. And consistent, which is tied to being disciplined, was definitely challenging for people because they're like, man, listen, B, it's hard as hell to be consistent for some people. They're like, nah, I can't do it. I got to be on some old once in a while. So that's that once in a while black power. That once in a while black power is just talking about, it's like, nah, you got to be consistent, bro. Every day working towards your goals, working towards leveling up the community and building up the future. Using these platforms just for that. So if you are somebody that is highly intelligent, meaning that you are, no offense, We're looking for people in the science fields, business fields, industrial art fields, things that are going to carry into the future that can be translated to the youth, translated to young adults, and can be quantifiably measured in terms of um, output and input. Like we need to create these little feedback systems in our community where we're putting in and getting out, putting in and getting out, and we can measure it, and understand it. We don't have any of that. It's just out, out, out. People bringing up the black dollar. It's like, bro, that's just output. What are we doing with the input? How are we quantifying our input so we can control that output? Is that hourly wage? We just counting 40 million people's hourly wages, and you know what I mean? That's it. It gotta be more than that. Gotta be more than that. But it's challenging to promote that to people. So you gotta be it yourself. And so that's that part of the upness. We're looking for people who have connections to automation technology, robotic jobs, engineering jobs, where we can get our students to be interns in at young ages, 16 years old. And so when they're leaving the program, they have a high level experience. They've been doing these projects for 6, 7 years, 3 to 5 years, however long they've been in the program. Some of them been doing it since they were young. And that's quantifiable. So when I say it's up, like that's what means it's up. Like we figured this part out. We're working on that part, and we see it. I'm writing it down. Like, all right, this is the method. All right, this is the area. This is the area. Well, let's focus here. Let's do that. And still figuring out how to fine tune how we teach our past. What's the point of teaching our past? How does it relate to decisions that we're making today? How does it, the social justice component to today? And as I'm saying that, thing about how I could revise some of the assessments and questions we're giving the kids and routes that we're taking with some of the information and content we're giving to them. With the, making sure that we're always aligned with our goal of developing youth who understand they have an impact and they come from people who've made an impact in society, and the impact that they have made in the past contributes to us, and we're part of that consistent evolutionary track. And that's how we're developing our minds, so we can be part of the propelling aspect of the evolutionary track in terms of society and of our community, not just on some, you're just here. There's a lot of us that are just here. It is what it is. But what we do with our time is on us. And so what I'm doing is focusing on that. It's up. I ain't seen too many people come up here and say, like, yeah, son, we in all these states, educational services. We get the right funding and right. I just gotta nip this. I just gotta niche this. That's all I'm focused on, is just lining up with the right people, pushing the business, pushing how we working, getting into the community, doing what we're doing. So that way, when it levels up and as it levels up, we're making massive levels of impact. Educating our community, collecting data, like with actual devices that we made and show children how to make, getting contracts for things that we developed, positioning ourselves in a space of industrial revolution. Like we want to get Black people in that conversation. We want to make sure that we are in the conversation. We're already on the onset of the 5th industrial revolution. And unfortunately, much of our community hasn't even know there was a 4th one. So it's like, nah. We got to make sure we're involved in the conversation. Must be involved, not like in a partial way, not in a semi way. We have to be completely submersed into this conversation. Finding out what directions we need to align with. So when we saying Black power, Pan-Africanism, FBA, Israel, whatever the hell you saying, you in a little box, conservatism, Democrat, whatever box you in, it needs to have this, always in bubble letters, always in, right there in parentheses, and right there in the conversation space. Like, no, where's the focus on industrialization and STEM, and pushing our community forward in that, making sure we can compete in the future. And how do we do that in the thousands? Thousands. Like that's my mind right now. Thousands of people at a time. So if you want to be involved in that, creating systems that can be deployed, measured, quantified for the future, done to now, with all of the resources we have. Like, what do we, like, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. So I know when y'all hear this up, and I put I was gonna put everybody's name in the title. I'm like, I know how this goes. Like, y'all want to hear some B stuff. I got nothing but positivity for y'all. Nothing but positivity. We working on science fair projects and lesson plans and curriculum, trying to get locations, finding loans and investors. That's you know what I'm saying? What else do you want to talk about, baby? Cardi B? Some more FBA and who's black and who's not? We're supposed to argue with Indians and Israelites all day long? Come on, y'all. It's entertaining. 1 second. So when I say it's up, baby, this is what it look like when it's up. So everybody who's been supporting is what it goes towards. What it's been going towards and what it's going to continue to go towards. The nonstop leveling up of Zayax. While everybody else is talking, we in the front line working. Nonstop. And then mark my words, watch this gonna look like. Or like a bunch of talking from nobodies about nothing to nobodies. Nothing to measure into the future. Nothing to discuss about in the future. Hear what I'm discussing and I'm focused on, man, listen. So that's why we need smart minds. So we can push ourselves into the future with communication technology, automation technology. You know what I mean? Invest in technology. That's where it's supposed to be at. All this technology available, all these resources. I'm looking for black folks that's super intelligent and about black empowerment. All the time. All the time, baby. Trying to make sure I do this video. I was like, yeah, it's up. It's all the way up. I ain't lasted a Mohican because I ain't never had one of them weird ass hairstyles. Next set of weirdos gonna pop up. Still nothing to talk about. How do we get black people in America to become competitive in the technological age? And be cool about it. You know, that's the question. All the drum playing and shit sounds cool. Really does. I love it. But that is definitely not a priority, y'all. Sorry. But how do we figure that out? We got social media competing against us, media, television, movies, our community. It's like, oh my goodness, this is, forget uphill battle. Most people staring at the wall. They're not even trying to look at the hill. They're just like, man, listen, bro. I'm focused on the floor. They're not even trying to look up at all. Me and other certain people, all we see is the sky, baby. All we see is the sky. Especially being registered in Michigan. Especially being registered in North Carolina and South Carolina and Virginia. Man, listen. Texas, talk to me, man. Who is in Texas? Who is in Texas, baby? Louisiana? Like, yeah. I know it's like all them scammers and all them weirdos and people done seen. Nah, bro. State sanction. Right from little old Brooklyn. Non-stop elevation. So you got to tell me, how do we get this conversation to go to the next level? Where are these dope black people at? How do we continuously get them to be involved in the conversation? So when I tell you, we accumulated some of the dopest black engineers, and I'm proud as hell to have them on the team. Our social justice program is evolving. Got to keep evolving, finding people that want to be invested into creating ways that we can impact the community from the youngest level. From the youngest level. That's the focus. And then consistently doing it so we can impact as many people as possible, baby. Who is out here doing engineering? Who's interested in learning it? Who's related to people who have created and tinkered with things? All right, we trying to have black folks competitive. All this black power, Pan-African stuff just sound like, you know, drumming, dusking, and whiskey talk. Malta talk. Nah, bro. We passed the hot Malta stages of black power. Yeah, this dashiki shit. Worrying about Tariq Nasheed. It's cool for the fun of it. But man, listen. I ain't see none of that stuff, bro. How we gonna level this up? How we gonna get more materials to compete? How we finding these black dope scientists? How we gonna get black people to compete in space age? That's just that simple. Looking at all the technology that's available and the people that's pushing it, and then seeing like, all right, what steps do we need to take to increase our imprint in the community? You know, our hands inside of it. What stakeholders do we need to partner with? What companies and organizations we need to link with? Right, so we can be placed within the industry in the conversation. And I'm speaking for myself, but also for everybody else that's like, all right, how do we get placed in the conversation? And what conversation are we focused on? Millions of jobs. Black people lost thousands, if not millions of jobs, I think, right now. People with these platforms, these streamers got people thinking it's getting their head twisted. It's like, bro, do y'all not see what's going on? Black men have lost how many jobs? Black women have lost how many jobs? Like, what are we talking about? Where's our focus at? Don't get it twisted. I try to be cool and smooth, but it's always 100%. Yo, what you focus on? Be on my face, man. We ain't talking about this black power leveling up stuff. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you see the numbers? Do you see the numbers? People out here struggling. Kids out here cooning. Don't give a rat's ass what's going on. Internet got people twisted. Social media, news, government, people all over the place. So no, we got to be in this. I ain't trying to fair mongle nothing. Nothing, none of that stuff. Like, you open up your news reports and see what's going on. You look at the data and just see where black people at and within the view of the data. You pick which data points you want to focus on a topic, and you tell me where I'm bugging at. I'm just focused on how can we address these things. Like, let's not playing with the spade. Let's address it. Like, black people are behind in reading and comprehension. Black people are behind in terms of STEM technology and input or imprint on the technological world. So what are our plans to change that? And how long is it going to do it? This is not a 25-year project. We got 2 years. We got 2 years, y'all. What's the plan? Straight like that. Like, that's the level of focus. And if that's not the level of focus you have, then you know what I'm saying? You got it twisted. Straight like that. Picket fences and rose gardens. That version of Black Power is beautiful. You close your eyes. Just lay back and dream and shit. Once you open them eyes and walk through them hard streets, see the reality that many of us are facing. Look at what our middle income families are dealing with, the challenges they face, the natural defensiveness, the upper echelon, income makers deal with, the challenges of investment to our communities, the political challenges, the financial challenges, educational challenges. We got to be motivated to go through this. And we got to be focused day in and day out. It's just that simple. All that other stuff is cute, sound good, but it's like, yo, bro, what are we really talking about? What are we really talking about? And if it ain't leveling up black folks, we lost. It's just that simple. In every way. And you can, talk to other communities and do what you got to do in business and all that good stuff. Do what you got to do. But make sure you focused on who? Your community. Building up who? Your community. Why? Because it's your community. It's just that simple. The more we do that, the greater we'll be. World is at war for whatever retarded reasons. Pick one. I don't know. Pick one. Trump got the political climate. Like, just, I don't even know. You tell me. Please don't tell me. I'm just saying that. So again, for me, it's just pushing, leveling up, being an example, the best example I can be of being disciplined and focused. Like, we were saying we nationally service people, but now we are officially registered with the same EIN, national business. I mean, we can go to North Carolina right now, raise funds, do business. We go to Texas right now, do business. Go to Louisiana right now, do business. California right now, do business. Michigan right now, do business. New Jersey, do business. What? Come on, Nevada. Nevada, baby. I don't even know which way to get there. I ain't never been to Nevada. A lot of you say I ain't never been to. That's dope to me. That ain't Black Power. Oh man, come on. And it ain't yet. We just filed paperwork and got our stuff. We just got our stuff together and filed paperwork in hopes of doing business. So it sounds good. I ain't even gonna act like it's, you know what I mean? It look good, it sound good. But next stage is let's do the bit. Let's get the business. Hey, by asking accreditation questions, yeah, let's get accredited. Let's get this do everything possible to pass it. They accepted our application. Like, bro, you got like 90% of schools that submit don't get accepted. I forgot the number is up there, 80, 90%. So that in and of itself is a major feat. So right now we're looking for a couple more teachers, more administrators. Yep, that's it. Level up, level up, level up. You in Texas, North Carolina, like, and then once we get approved, we focus on getting approved on both angles, ESA and school vouchers. What, you understand the system we just created right in front of your eyes? The proof is in the pudding. What the way our curriculum is gonna look like next year, this month. Oh my goodness, bro. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped, bro. You don't even understand, son. You don't understand. Non-stop work. And it's just gonna keep going forward, y'all. Keep going forward. We do this process in Texas. When we do this process in Texas, oh my goodness. So I'm gonna even show y'all the Texas process. Cause y'all know how real it is, yo. Like, it's crazy. Where is Texas? Oh, I hate this document. Yeah, this document is trash. I'm almost pissed off at Texas for even having this. on that page. Yeah, I see the process itself. On the wrong page. It's in full catch-up time, y'all. Catch up, Negroes. Or get involved, you know what I'm saying? I ain't want to talk like that. Just get involved, y'all. You know what I'm saying? The weirdos, the weirdos can't get involved. But official people, I need more people involved, you know what I'm saying? Like, when these white folks see what we got going, I want them to see, like, now they got a full machine running, like, with no bread. You know what I'm saying? So, accreditation is optional. Accreditation of non-public schools with Texas accreditation came effective February 12, 1986. Teacher service in accredited private schools may be claimed for salary and credit purposes in public schools. Teacher certification is not required for private schools. All teachers in accredited private schools must be highly qualified, but each accrediting agency is allowed to define what that means as part of its approval process. The accrediting agency may choose to use Texas State teacher certification or may develop its own standards as long as they are higher than those for Texas State certification. For the Texas certification. Teacher certification, or may develop its standards as long as they are. The accreditation agency also has the option of recognizing out-of-state credentials. All right, so we have a bunch of teachers in there. We fulfill that. We fulfill accreditation. Instructional time, we have over, I think, 1,000 hours. Curriculum, student attending private school by incentive, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Record keeping. We are record keepers, private school administrators, design applications, support curriculum, blah, blah, blah. We do all of that. We have all our standards for health and blah, blah, blah. We have all of this. Transportation, we're virtual, so we don't have to worry about that. A lot of this right there, we don't have to worry about because we're virtual. Special education, IEP service, and we got that. Certain it's high school deputy registrars. Each principal of private school or the principal's designee shall serve as a deputy registrar for the county in which the school is located. So this part right here is one of the parts where I'm trying to figure out what the virtual component. And if we do like a virtual, like if I do a virtual school in Houston, you know what I'm saying? Do we have to use? I gotta ask them that part. So that's literally I gotta get them on the phone. I just be so busy during the daytime. It's crazy. So yep, that's part of my emails. So hopefully for tomorrow. Yeah. So but we're gonna see because we're virtual in Texas until we get the physical location and it's hybrid. So we're gonna figure out that part. All of this down there we're good on. You know what I'm saying? Good on. Even down to the homeschool part, we're good on. An institute of higher education is not permitted to require an applicant who presents evidence of successful completion of a non-traditional secondary education, which includes homeschooling to obtain a general education development certificate of high school equivalent, or other credentials equivalent to the public high school, or to take an assessment not generally required of applicants. See that? So when people ask me about diplomas in Texas, like Texas law is so different than any of these states. And this is coming from the Texas education. Like, let me show you what this is. Texas legal requirements. This is the Texas Council for like accreditation. So this is like .org. This is the agency. No joke. See? So yeah, that opens up. I ain't opening up on the right page. Yeah, B. You know what I'm saying? Work right there in front of your face. So many of these states is very easy. So that's the next step. And then from there, let me go to another site. Um, this is Texas. So there's mad layers to the how you got to approach this. And all the states are different, obviously. TA does not have an oversight of private schools in Texas. However, the agency recognizes the following private accrediting agencies, and that's the site I just showed you. Like, you know, going to the horse's mouth. See, they barely even mention the like curriculum, and I want to show you this other side. I just got the link for it. Let me see. Where's this site? Texas is different. See, there's another agency. I don't know if this is the same one, but there's the Texas Alliance of Accredited Private Schools. See, most people can't get past this right here, the application interview. All right, so we got accepted, not with this company, but with another one, a major one. And so right now on the 28th, we have this. And then once that's done, it's almost the same thing as this process. It's literally similar to this. So proof is right there in the pudding, baby. So I'm refining the curriculum, all of our public language and documents and policies, and I'm technically already in self-study. So I'm organizing my data from this semester as fine-tuned as possible and preparing for the fourth quarter's data and trying to back up and at least have a running story, which I have, as to like gaps in data, issues with how we collect the data, challenges in acquiring like data with the students, and just the challenges with running an institution from the bottom up. So and where we are now and where we'll be with the acquisition of accreditation status and us creating this national system properly as we're doing it. Yep. Proof in the pudding, proof in the pudding, baby. And so, like I said, it's just the work. As long as it works, baby. Yep. Yep, that's why the team got to be strong. Team got to be strong. And that's what the work look like, nonstop, every day. So that's what people been supporting, donating to, contributing to, just to see grow. And it's been doing that in real time. No plans on it stopping. No plans on it stopping. Every day, just pushing forward, pushing forward. Being a solution, not talking about it, being a solution. Like that's even a greater step. A lot of people just talk about the problems and then give sometimes ideas as to what they feel might be a method to, handling a problem. But often more times than not, it is just an idea. And people will argue their ideas over and over and over as if there's something more than just air. Well organized air. Sounds good. But it doesn't mean anything, honestly. If we're not finding ways to take us to the next level. Difficult as it might be, as daunting as it might be, gotta focus on taking yourself to the next level. And connecting that mission to the community. At every stage of it. Every stage of it. The random air talk, the random blah, blah, blah talk. It's like, nah, bro. Real life work. That separates the boys from the men, the kids from the children, the weirdos from the normals. Real life-ish. Chris with 2 S's in the building. Yeah, baby. Y'all been connected to the real. Some of y'all since day one. Lost track of what day we on. But it's still going forward. Still going forward. And so for me, that's the definition of up. It's like, what's the next challenge? Get as much rest as you can and get ready for the next fight. That's it. Whatever ice, whatever patches you can put on your wounds, whatever stretch you can get on, and it's up. It's up. I love it too. An internal fight. To get up and stay up. Non-stop connecting, pushing ways to link with people in business, to take what you have to the next level. Like, that's the concentration, that's the focus. Lena, what's up, beautiful sister? That's right, Black Power. Roy, what's goody? Yeah, I'm just mad excited. We're looking for more people to get involved. We are now in 12 states. Well, officially in 11. I have to refile Georgia, but we'll be in Georgia. Non-stop push. That's, you know what I'm saying? The non-stop push. Marley was goody. I need to definitely build with you too, Marley, man. Are we international yet? Not yet, sis. We got to focus on these states right now and get all the way leveled up in it. Progress, Marley, what's good is us, man. Never down. The progress is what's good, baby. Listen, I ain't have too many times to go live. I ain't been able to hit the panels. So he getting reparations from Ghana. I hear that. I hear that. I'm trying to find some more dope black people. Now, Marley, I want to see if you could do a Zoom, or if you know somebody could do a Zoom with the kids. I want to organize our emotional, um, you know, support aspect for the kids. I remember before you were saying that, like, just something where you either Zoom in with the kids once a week or once every 2 weeks. Speak to them as a group, or just be but yeah, I gotta fill in that spot. I believe you got the credentials. I don't know if you got the time. I got the credentials and time to be the Umar Johnson for Ziax. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Non-stop work. Non-stop work, baby. I put the link in the chat, bro. It's not letting me pin my own link. That's crazy. That's weird. The hell? That's weird as hell. I keep pasting it and then refreshing my page, and it's not showing when I refresh. That's weird. What the hell is going on my page? What is going on, B? I can pin your message. That's weird as hell. Let me see if it works now. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, that's weird as hell. That is definitely weird. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. Yeah, Umar and Dr. Fiat done hacked the page. That's hilarious. See if it works on my phone, because that's weird as hell. See if it pops up on the screen now. See if it pops up on the screen now. Hey, what the hell is on my chat? That's weird as hell. That's weird as hell. How did that that's weird as hell. Yeah, I'm looking for the where it usually has a spot where it says you can't words that you can't use and stuff. But that's a first. Yeah, that's crazy. I ain't never had this issue before. Like I'm fake blocked from my own chat from being a. That's weird. I can pin that message, but I can't post any links. Wow. Also, StreamYard is blocked. Oh, how the hell did StreamYard get blocked in my own chat? That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, that's different. Yeah, that's different. I don't know what's going on with this. My bad if you listening at this part of the stream, you just hearing the quiet. I'm trying to fix part of the. No teleprompter. I always end up keeping my own post from going. That's crazy. Yeah, one of these dudes. Nope, nothing on there. This is crazy. Let's see. My bad, y'all. We gonna fix this. Somebody asked if I'm streaming the launch to Mars. Will I invite Brother Sand? Hell no. To hear him talk about all his pseudo stuff. I don't have no moderation. It's crazy how y'all ban your own link. That's what's making no sense. Like they literally banned from the. That's crazy. Yeah, the stream y'all link pop. That's crazy. They take that stream y'all link to get somebody to spend some money, but I can't get my share. That's crazy. It's coming from the same menu. It's crazy. I understand how is it getting blocked on YouTube? Let's see if this works. Hit the link. Did that work, Chris? Oh, all right. That's what I gotta put. Hit the link with it. All right, I see what it is. They got the link blocked by itself. Yo, what's goody, baby?
Man, bro, you don't sound like yourself anymore, man. You sound tired, bro. You all right?
Working, bro. Non-stop, son.
You be getting your sleep?
Hell no.
Yeah, bro. That might be the problem, brother. That might be the problem.
Nah, that's the solution. YouTube voice ain't there, but man, listen, work is.
Man, how many hours of sleep you think you get in? About 4?
4 to 6.
Yeah, bro, your body about to say fuck it.
Nah, I'm gonna get tonight. I'm actually gonna go to sleep early. Try to do at least like 7 hours tonight if I could.
Yeah, man. And you gotta get that that red ribbon pizza out your damn kitchen too, bro.
Nah, it's good smoothie tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna get.
Nah, bro. Can't eat that cheese pizza, bro, when you ain't got no sleep.
Oh, no, I ain't eating no pizza tonight. I'm thinking about a smoothie.
Oh.
Mm.
So with the StreamYard thing, why you gotta hit the link? Why
I
is
just
that?
looked it up because it was saying that it was the link by itself come up as spam.
Oh.
Yeah, the link itself come up as spam. Well, yeah, baby.
All right, so give us some updates on the accreditation. Where you at?
Oh, the meeting is on the 28th for candidacy. So,
bro, you not updating the people unless I missed it.
I was talking about that for the whole beginning of the stream.
Man, you gotta redo it, brother. You gotta let folks know, bro. And then you gotta create some shorts that what you doing, bro. You gotta promote.
Yes, I'm trying to keep up with it and editing. I'm literally gonna be yo, it's a lot, man. I'm trying to keep up with it, bro.
You gotta promote, bro.
Yeah.
Where your son at? He can help promote. Put him to work.
He's working on a robotic arm right now, and the other one is at home.
Oh, I thought you had one son.
Yeah, other one had a game. Other one is here with me still. I'm about to dip. We about to dip. And the youngest one is at the crib. Better be hopefully studying. He's probably watching TV.
Did you watch the spaceship shoot up?
Nope.
Uh,
Nope. I was on the phone with somebody.
hey,
Phone
man.
and emailing.
Well, you might like this, you might not give a fuck, but the astronaut pilot, black man.
Hell yeah. I ain't know that.
Yep. So
That's good news.
yeah, man, you gotta know a lot of math to get in that position. He was a pilot, he served in the military, and he did some other shit.
Now you flying around the moon.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what's up. About time, NASA. They had to do something. Elon Musk was making them look like weirdos. Like, yo, son, what happened to going to space, son? This nigga Elon done went like 45 times, man. The fuck is going on with y'all, man?
Money. Takes money to shoot a motherfucker up in there. So
That's going on Trump legacy too.
the
Trump,
NASA thing?
yeah, they're going Trump legacy.
How?
It's his era.
Oh.
Yeah, that go on his legacy. Damn. Trump gonna be like, I sent the black man to fucking moon, son. Fuck is y'all talking about? I'm racist. Damn, son. Damn, son.
Yo, they had the Supreme Court hearing, listen to the arguments about birthright citizenship today.
Who
That
won?
shit was said what?
Who won?
Nobody. The Supreme Court, they didn't rule on it yet. They might rule on it in about 4 months. But when you bored, listen to it. Go to supremecourt.gov. I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube. Listen to that shit, and that shit is, man, fascinating. That's the best word I can use.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, you know history way more than me, so you probably heard some of this stuff before. But one of the arguments is that I believe it's the 14th Amendment that was created for black slaves and their children. And another argument was that you remember there was Chinese residents that had children or a child, and they denied a child citizenship, but that shit went to the Supreme Court. And since the Chinese residents had residency, that their child was a citizen. Then another argument was like, basically like, where does the buck stop? Like, if you come here illegally and then have children, do they get citizenship or not? Because you came here illegally. Then what I didn't know, that in Miami, Florida, they got like how can I say this? Like the Russians, what they do, they have like tourist babies, and they basically got like like a little thingy where Russian citizens come to the United States as tourists and then have a whole bunch of kids and they become citizens. I did not know that in Miami, Florida. So there's a lot of stuff to unpack, but if you bored one day, you could play the whole Supreme Court thing, and people might like it, they might agree, might disagree, but it was very interesting.
Yeah, that's funny.
So I think what's going to happen is the Supreme Court is going to tell Congress, hey, y'all need to make some laws about this. I don't think the Supreme Court is going to rule yay or nay on it. But you never know. What you think should happen?
I don't know. This delicate conversations.
Yeah, so
I think they should leave it to the state, though,
leave it to the states.
in some ways, because it's delicate. You know what I'm saying? If you got somebody that was born here legally and they don't even know it, you know what I mean? Like there's levels to it.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of levels to that shit today, man. Just interesting stuff. But me personally, I don't think you should have citizenship if you come this motherfucker illegally and have a baby, and your child has citizenship. I don't agree with that at all. But that's precedent. So now if you came here on a work visa and got a woman pregnant and she's a citizen, now I believe the child should be a citizen on that case, or be vice versa. The woman coming here on a work visa and the man is a citizen. I think the child should have citizenship. So
Yeah, it's a delicate convo.
yeah.
Yeah, it's past that's beyond my pay grade.
Nah, bro, bro, history, man. I'm pretty sure you know a whole bunch of shit that was being argued. If you all listen to it.
Yeah, it's just some conversations is delicate. People be ready to jump out the window with them. I'm like, I don't know, geez. Tread lightly.
For having an opinion, man, fuck that, man. If a person want to crash out for you having an opinion on this shit, that's stupid.
It ain't the person. That's just me respectfully just saying, like, not all conversations require an opinion. Sometimes, yeah.
Oh, we got Corey in the chat. Hey, Corey, did you see the Israel Adesina fight? I pronounced his name wrong.
I already lost. Did he lose?
Yeah, he lost, but I mean, he did good in the stand up. It's a fight. You get caught. It happens to the best. People think he should retire. Man, I think he still got that dog in him. I think Israel ground game sucks, but whatever. Because I never seen him do good defending takedowns, getting out of bad situations when he's on the ground. So whoever his team is, he needs to switch up his team. So, and he got good cardio, so I don't see why, he let old buddy do him like that when they got to the ground. I don't think he was tired. Corey, do you think he should retire, or you think he still got some fight in him? Corey said he's fucking his legacy up. I don't think he is, bro. Well, I mean, yeah, well, he is fucking up his wins. But I think he's gonna go in the Hall of Fame. And I think true fans of the sport, always gonna say he's a legend. So,
Said he's fucking his legacy up.
I mean, 4 losses back to back. I can understand the argument, but I think he's a great fighter, so I don't think his legacy is fucked up. It's not in my eyes because he did a lot.
He looking at LeBron like, I still got it.
Hey man, bro. Hey, LeBron still got it, man. His hair done left him, but hey, LeBron's still doing it.
Sort of. I don't know what he's doing. I ain't even watched the game.
Man, basketball ain't the same to me no more, bro. Do you think it got watered down?
So what has it?
Getting older.
What hasn't got watered down?
Football. Football still be footballing. To set them damn Falcons, they need to let that fucking team go. Fucking piece of shit. Hate that goddamn team. Oh yeah, and the Atlanta Hawks. Let them motherfuckers go too. So Ola said the draft coming up. Yeah. Ola said Hawks suck. Yeah, man, them Bama's trash. And then they traded the best player, Trey Young. I don't even know why they traded him, but whatever. Jefferson, you think Izzy lost his flame after the Alex fight? Dang. Man, Izzy still got it, bro, because Izzy was piecing that dude up. But that white boy, man, he threw that 1-2 fast as hell. I was like, God dang, watch out for that shit, Izzy. Because if you get caught with that, good God Almighty, it's lights out. All I said, I haven't seen a good fight in a minute. Oh, let me see what was the last good fight. The last good fight that stuck out to me was Usman versus Buckley. Even though Usman dominated, Buckley still had that dog in him, didn't give up. That was a good fight to me. I like that. Corey said punchers. I don't know what you mean by punchers, Corey. Corey, you got to hit the link sometime, man. You didn't hit the link in over a year, man. You think Izzy should have retired after the Alex win? Man, he's still young, man. Yeah, Corey. Yeah, I remember you told me that you came to Atlanta and you saw that Usman fight live. What was it? Was it in Atlanta that the Usman fight was? Yep. Q, what you doing in the background, bro?
What is that?
I said, what you got going on in the background?
Getting my shit ready to walk out. Checking my phone to get to 20%.
No Uber Eats today?
No, I ain't been able to do Uber Eats. I've been swarmed just every day working on paperwork. Right, so like 3, 4 in the morning every day just working on paperwork.
Mm. Bruh, you ain't gonna believe this shit. This shit funny as hell. Guess how much behind I was for renewing my business operating permit?
How long?
Man, you gotta guess, bro.
What, 3 years?
4 years, bro. God. Oh, I'm so stupid, bro. But I put reminders in my laptop and my cell phone. I had to pay $500+, bro. I said, damn.
Yeah, I gotta make sure I do all my filings. I gotta put all the filing dates on the document this weekend, so I know exactly what dates to refile all my stuff, so they know my stuff in the States.
Mm. Oh, so here's the update for the Amco franchise. So the location for the Loganville/Snellville area, they didn't acquire that location. So it's just, I gotta wait unless I want to buy the real estate up there, and I ain't got the money for that. So that's where we at right now.
Say that dashboard again?
I said for the Amco franchise, on the location that they're looking at is in the Loganville Snellville area. It's by me, and the reason why I didn't pay the franchise fee yet is because that location they didn't acquire it yet, so it's still just waiting. But let's say if I had like $3 million, I can buy the real estate and start the franchise. So they gotta get that property. And but the Amco franchise, it's a 15-year contract that you sign up with them. And the only way to break the contract is if you sell the franchise to somebody else.
Damn.
I'm not worried about the 15 years. I'm gonna make money doing that shit. Somebody's car gonna break down. Always.
That's a commitment, though.
Yeah, but it'll be a great asset to Hill Motors. A great asset.
Yeah, you gonna do it in Georgia too, right?
Yeah. The first franchise gonna be in Georgia, and then see how that works, and then save up money, and then after you have your first franchise, then they allow you to buy a franchise that's far away from you. But they want new franchisees, to be about 30 minutes away from the location. So,
Nothing but leveling up, baby.
yes, sir.
Non-stop. That's all I want to do.
But in the meantime, what I am gonna try to get is a car emissions place, and I'm gonna try to see if I can buy one of them. Somebody who already got it established, and if I can buy that location.
You said what kind of emissions?
Yeah, emissions. People, when their birthday comes up, they gotta get the emissions done.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, you get that in a tire shop together.
Yeah. I don't want to deal with the tire shop. Fuck that. Them folks be going through it. But we shall see what the future has. But yeah, Q, man, start doing those shorts, man. Let people know you got your accreditation, and promote, man.
Yeah, nah, that's the focus, baby.
Yeah, bro, you could be the best thing since sliced bread, man.
Yeah, once we get it, we ain't got it yet. We gotta get candidacy status shit. That's what I'm gonna jump out the window. Once we get there, that's when it's up.
Yeah, I don't even know what that word means, man. You just threw a whole college word on me.
It is levels to it. So it's acceptance of application, then there's candidacy, and then once you get elected for candidacy, then they gotta monitor you for like 6 months type shit.
For real?
Yeah, they gotta make sure you're doing what you say you're doing.
Oh.
Go through all your paperwork and everything, and then it's an annual thing. So, you know what I mean? Keep you on your toes.
Yeah. You doing it.
On your toes.
Hey, you ever thought about sending your kids to these science competitions?
Yes, it's the scheduling. So we planning for the next one for next year in New York. So the application, they be letting it out late. So we literally planning for like November right now. We have a big event that we planning for literally right now. In April. At this college we got invited to. St. Francis University in New York. We're gonna be doing a demonstration marketing event and class.
Praise God to St. Francis. That was a good man.
Type ish.
The world would not be what it is today without St. Francis. Hallelujah. Shalom.
Hallelujah. Shalom. Say that again. Well, yeah, Chris, let me get my black ass up out of here.
All right, my brother. Take care, man. And man, keep up the good work, man. Don't stop, bro.
Nah, stop. We should be live tomorrow.
Yeah. All right, my brother.
All right, King.
Yeah.
You already know, family. We back at it tomorrow.